What's going on, guys? Out here back working on the Ranger. Got 28 days to get this thing done before we go out to King of the Hammers. So, trying to knock this stuff out. Some of you guys might know, went out to Johnson Valley for New Year's, blew out the rear leaf pack. So we lost the bottom two leaves on the passenger side when the center pin failed. So, got some new parts, lower shock mount, because you can see that hole is not supposed to look like that. So Deaver has the springs, the leaps right now. They're also making new U-bolts here. Some of the threads got chopped up when the pack started separating. So getting that stuff knocked out. We got some stuff to do on the front end. Gonna pull the coilovers. Got some new bearings. Got shorter springs for the top. These are 12s. We're gonna go down to a 10 because on this side, if you can see, there is very limited space here before the collar starts hitting the master cylinder here for the brakes. So I cannot adjust ride height, and the front end sits a little too high. So we're gonna go down from a 12 to a 10, hopefully drop that front end a little bit lower. It's not an ideal fix. Eventually, I'd like to cut this upper mount off and relocate it, but I don't have time for that right now. So we're gonna do it this way. But 28 days, I think we can get it done. No problem. So got the coilover pulled out. You can see the bearing is not in the best condition. So we'll go ahead and swap these out. Get these misalignments out. Take this over to the press and get these cleaned up. Eventually the whole coilover is gonna have to come apart. There's some rust down here, but it'll be all right for this trip. All right. This piece does not want to come out. Some more space up here. All right, so we got the springs off. You can see this is where this collar used to be sitting. So I have a general idea of where my ride height was. Ride height's going to change obviously with a shorter coil, but these things need some love for sure. But we're just going to wait until after hammers. They need new shafts, clean the bodies up a little bit. But yeah, these bearings are definitely, they've seen some better days for sure. So we'll get those swapped out, take them over to the press real quick, get it knocked out. All right. Let's get this top bearing out. Should come out nice and easy. Yeah, this one's really loose. So it was time for these ones to go for sure. All right, and if anybody's curious, these are FK bearings, COM10T. These are, I don't know, 2.5 by maybe 14 coilovers. So, cleaned out the seat for the bearing. We're gonna go ahead and get a bearing set in there. Give it a couple taps just to start it. flip it over, and get the clip in there so that it seats when we put it back on the press. That does not look seated right. All right, go ahead and get this bearing pressed back in. All right, perfect. Looks good. We will over here get that other clip in, and this side will be done. Okay. Seats quick. There we go. Perfect. So let's go ahead, come over here, and grab our new iBlock finish. Bring up the count spring. Go like this. Go like this. Make sure this lines up correctly. Which it is not at the moment. Why? Alright, so needed some persuasion to get this to seat in this little slider, but we got it. So let's go ahead and put this back together. And you can see we got a lot of preload to set. Whoops. So that's where it was set. We're just going to drop it just so it's tight enough, I guess. Not really going to add any preload. We're just going to snug it up to the coil, and then we'll measure and adjust from there, I guess. All right, so let's get these misalignment spacers put back in here. We will try and get these coilovers back in without doing any kind of damage. Go. Bring this arm up a little bit so it's easier to line everything up. Well, maybe not. There we go. Let's go. All right, let's get this lined up here if we can. Okay. Let's go down to the bottom, get these misalignments seated. Alright, try and get this to sit. Oh gosh. Perfect. Alright, so coilovers bolted back in. Got the reservoir mounted, tightened up. Everything's tight. Limit strap's back on. This can probably get replaced. Eventually, what I want to do is take these, I think they're Fox. Take these bumps out. They're worn. It's time for them to go. And you know, not really sure where they're striking, to tell you the truth. So eventually we'll just cut this out, clean up some of this space here. It's pretty tight. The truck, hopefully after hammers, is going to get swingers. Pretty sure these are equal length beams, so we'll do a single swing set. And get this steering tightened up. There's a lot of bump steer. Even though this is all, I think there's only 3 trips on these components here. There's still a lot of bump steer. It's pretty loose, so hopefully get that tightened up. But time for the tire to go back on and knock out the other side. All right. So go ahead and put this clip in. Go ahead, get this clip in here. There she goes. Put it in nice. Finish. Whoops. Give it a couple small hits here. Make sure I see it right. Looks good to me. Grab this one here. Yeah, anodizing's starting to peel off from the coilover, which is not good. All right, that one's seated. Got our misalignment spacers. Throw those in here. And she's gonna be good to go. Go put the new springs on. And tomorrow, once it's daylight out, go back, measure the preload, figure out ride height. Alright, let's get this coilover back in. Oh, that's better. Oh, real nice. Okay. There she goes. All right, so now what we really need to look at here is how much space. So, yeah, I can probably sit right here, give or take, and let's give it a try. Playing it safe by keeping it there. Obviously, I don't have the misalignments in on this side yet, but okay, so obviously there's a pretty large gap here. This is that fold group, right? Strap's not hooked up. This is the furthest the coil is going to be able to separate and group out. So what I'm going to do is we're going to jack this beam up. We are going to see what, you know, if we can close this gap and how much gap, if any, is going to be present when the limit strap is tied into the frame. Otherwise, we're going to have to bring the collar lower so we can eliminate that gap. So we don't want the coils to be moving around at full droop. So go ahead and jack it up real quick. just get it to touch right there.
Should be able to turn in. Okay, so pretty much all this half full group. The coil will have just enough pressure, but it's not flying around freely. So then I'll get it started right, and make sure everything's safe. Kind of there. Get this strap tightened up in a minute. Maybe the 18 here. Kind of a real finicky spot to get this knife on the bolt, but we can do it somehow. Maybe. Got it. Nope. I hate this. The way the truck is built just together. That. Partial rifle. Fuck.
Alright, limit strap is on. It's tight, secured. We're gonna drop this jack. Make sure that the coil does not separate from this collar, which it's just got a little bit of movement in it. We can tighten that up, no problem. Just want to make sure that piece for the set screw is not in a difficult spot to get to, but overall looks pretty decent. I think we can measure this out tomorrow. And we will adjust. This side obviously has a ton of preload in it, which is not a big deal because we can just spin this collar and just keep working on the back. Hopefully Deaver will have the parts done by Monday or Tuesday and we'll get this thing wrapped up. Gonna do a fluid change. It needs gear oil, oil change, check the radiator fluid, you know, all that good stuff. But it should be good before the 28th, hopefully. Hopefully, knock on wood.